ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरि ओम. Namaskar. Welcome to Hinduism in Focus. Yesterday we dwelt upon the life or certain episodes in the Ramayana on the life of Mata Seeta, because Saturday the 14th is Seeta Jayanti or Janaki Naomi rather. For those who did not listen or not aware, let me explain that Seeta Jayanti is observed on Naomi Tithi, the 9th lunar day during the bright fortnight of the Hindu month, of this month that is. Seeta is known also as Janaki, as she was the adopted daughter of King Janaka of Mithila. For this reason, Seeta Jayanti is also Janaki Naomi. So the 9th day, the Naomi will begin at 1:34 a.m. on Saturday 14th of May, very early before sunrise, and will continue throughout Saturday until early Sunday morning 3:11 a.m. Seeta Jayanti is definitely, there is no complication and no problem here. That's Saturday 14, there is no doubt about it. All our Patras, Kashika Panchang, Bhaskar, Kaushik, my Panchang, Drik Panchang, they all agree that Seeta Jayanti is May the 14th, that is Saturday. Let us go into the fire ordeal. Many of you have heard of the fire ordeal of Sita Mata. One can imagine after the battle with Ravana, what longing Sita awaited. She waited longingly to meet with Rama after the fall of Ravana. Vibhishan led Sita Mata to Rama's presence, but Lakshman, Sugriva and Hanuman and all others there, they were mystified by Rama's strange mood of indifference, indicating that somehow that he was not pleased for whatever reason with Sita or the incident, whatever. Sita approached Sri Rama with trembling steps, the Raman says, and addressed him with quivering lips, "Oh my Lord." That is all she could have said after so many years. Then, covering her face with her garment, she wept bitterly. She stood with her head bowed in modesty. A bolt from the blue had struck her at the moment. Why was my beloved Lord behaving so indifferently towards me? But angry with himself, Rama addressed these strange words to Mata Sita. There is a reason for it. We shall come to it in a moment if time permits. "You are now free to go anywhere," he told her. "How could I take you back? The Rakshas had looked on you with lustful eyes, seized you by the hand, and kept you in his home for so many months. What else, who knows, had happened? Who knows what other indignities you have suffered? And so people will suspect a stain on your purity." So these strange words come from Rama, puzzled her. The whole assembly, for that matter, was simply stunned at these heartless, insulting words uttered in public fell upon her ears. Sita shrank in anguish while shedding tears profusely without stopping. "Was it after all," she said, "this is what I have lived for? This is what I suffered for so many years to hear?" So sorrow, shame, humiliation, and anger rose up in her heart. So she remained speechless for a time. So then she Then they had to wait no longer. Sita slowly wiped her tears and with difficulty began to speak, and she spoke in broken words. Kim mama sadrisham vakyam idrisham shrotardarunam roksham sravayate vira prakrita prakritamiva. Why do you, O my hero of the people, speak these harsh words to me as a common man does to a vulgar woman? Upon my honor, I declare that I am not what you seem to think. Do not judge all women by the conduct of a few. Then she said, Ravan could not touch my body. He only touched my body. He could not touch my mind. He could only imprison the frame of my flesh. He could not imprison my soul. All the time, my mind, my heart, and soul were fixed upon you, and you alone, my beloved. If after living so long together, you do not know my heart, then I am truly undone. What words coming from her? And she concluded, in suspecting a stain in my honor, you have not considered my immaculate birth and stainless history and upbringing. In this regard, Sita, we must remember the words, these immortal words uttered by Janaka as he offered Sita to Rama, which constitute a lofty profile of a beautiful wife. Janaka had said in that Kanyadanam ceremony, Yam Sita Mamam Suta Saha Dharma Charitava Praticha Chaina Bhadram Te Panim Grihanishwa Panina Pativrata Mahabhaga Chaye Vanu Data Sada. Janaka addressed Rama. This Sita, my daughter, is going to be your helpmate in discharging your sacred obligations. Take her hand in your own and accept her. May good tidings betide you. She is highly fortunate and will remain exclusively devoted to you and will ever follow you as a shadow. So this is the Sita we're talking about. And what Sita did after hearing those words, sharp words from Rama, she turned to Lakshman. Apritena gunay bhartra tyaktaya janasamsadhi yakshama me gatirgantu pravekshe havyam ahanam. Prepare a pyre for me, O son of Sumitra. And that is the only remedy for this sorrow of mine. I have been suspected falsely. I do not care to live anymore. Lakshman looked at the statued face of his brother, and there was no prohibiting sign. Ram did not stop him from doing it, and he went to prepare that fire, the funeral pyre. When it was set ablaze, Sita reverently went around her husband like a dutiful wife, and having bowed to him, approached the blazing fire. Joining her palms in prayer, she said, Valmiki has recorded thus, Yathame hirdayam nityam na prasarpati raghavat tatha lokasya sakshi mam sarvata patu pavakaha yatha mam shuddha charitram dushtam janati raghava tatha lokasya sakshi mam sarvata patu pavakaha karmana manasa vacha yatha nati charam yaham raghavam sarvadharmajanam tatha mam patu pavakaha. Beautiful words, rather powerful words of prayers. What Seeta is saying? Praying to Mother Earth. If my mind has never strayed for my husband, O Agni Devta, that is praying for the fire god, the witness of the world, protect me. If I, who am unjustly suspected and really pure and unstained, O Agni Deva, the witness of all the world, please protect me. Inasmuch I have never been unfaithful in thought, word, and deed to Rama, O Agni Deva, protect me. If the sun and the moon, the day and the night, the wind and the four quarters, and all the gods in the heaven know me to be pure in heart, O God of fire, the witness of all the world, protect me. With these words, she went around the fire and fearlessly entered into it. All sides moved, even Rama, who was watching, was moved to tears. We must therefore, what to our minds really, what was to our mind a very sad situation, has a very not a happy ending, but a message for all of us. And why Rama did this is explained. Then arose out of the flames Agni Devta, whom Seeta had invoked. Scattering the burning faggots, he stepped out of the fire with Mata Seeta resplendent in front of him. Handing her over to Rama, Agni Devta said, Esha te Rama Vaidehi, papam asyam na vidyate, naiva vacha na manasa, naiva buddhaya na chakshusha. Here is your Seeta. There is no sin in her. She was not untrue to you in word, thought, or glance. Accept her without a word. I command you. And note this, what I'm going to tell you from what has been read here, the Sanskrit version. Note this very carefully. Rama replied. His eyes was full of tears. And it explained why Rama allowed her to do this. Yes, O Agni Devta, there is no stain in Seeta. Though she remained so long in Ravana's palace, she has no fault. But in the absence of this test, this fire test, for good people might have remarked that Rama, son of Dasharatha, behaved just like an ordinary man or passionate man of youth. I too knew her single-minded devotion to me, but I allowed her to enter the fire so that this entire world at large would believe in her chastity, her purity. Ravana could never have violated her, for she was protected by her own effulgence. She is one with me, I know, even as the luster is one with the sun. She is pure and cannot be abandoned any more than one's fame. You, Agni Devta, are the object of all the world's veneration, and I must obey your beneficent words. Thus Seeta became a word for purity and chastity, so much so that the all-devouring Agni Devta did not touch even a thread of the crimson of her silken robe. So that is the Seeta we are talking about. And conclusion, such is the wondrous story of our Seeta, the story of power and glory. Seeta is unique. She is the very type of the true Indian woman. For the Indian ideals, the Hindu ideals of a perfect lady have grown out of that one life of Seeta. Even if all our mythology, our scripture literature, and our language may vanish, the story of Seeta will live on and continue to inspire men and women of great and noble deeds, for she is there in the bloodstreams of every Hindu. So the Saturday 14th is Seeta Jayanti. All the patras, all the panchans, all calculations prove this, to agree with this, that Saturday is truthfully Seeta Jayanti. May the blessing and grace of Seeta, Ram and Seeta be with you. Join us tomorrow for another in the series, Hinduism in Focus. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.